Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have this video done for you today. You're going to have to excuse me. If you saw one of my previous videos, I think like 2 videos ago, I fell on the ice here in Michigan and broke my arm. I always tape my videos a couple weeks ahead of time, so it was a week ago for me and I broke my arm. I went back and had it x-rayed Wednesday. I'm taping this on Saturday. Thursday, I had surgery on my arm, and I now have a big plate and screws in my arm, and that looks like yellow is actually green and blue. I'm pretty bruised up, but they put a tube down my throat, so they told me I'd have a scratchy, little bit sore throat for a couple of days, so you'll have to excuse that. So I feel fine other than that. First couple of days, Thursday when my nerve block wore off, I was in a lot of pain, and yesterday afternoon I was in a lot of pain, but so far today I'm doing good. So anyways, I am so excited. The video that I'm going to do for you today is great little unusual ways that I find to save money on luxury products. Some of these are just basic ways, but a couple of them are ways that I don't think you would think of doing. And some of them are ways that I've talked about before, but I wanted to talk to you about them again because I have just gotten so many good products lately that I'm excited about it. So let's get started with that. The first thing that I want to tell you is Ulta twice a year at least has their Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. That just passed. I have several things on order. Most of the things that I wanted were in the last week, so I don't have them yet. Actually, when I'm taping this, the sale is still going on and I'm just placing my orders. By the time this video comes out, it will be done, but I won't have had my items by then. Most stores have 20-30% off. Even at Christmas, the Sephora sale is 20% off. And for you, and you have to be like a Rouge to get 20% off. Ulta, several times a year, has 20% off. I'm a diamond or platinum member at Ulta, so I get 20% off. And I get a birthday coupon and stuff. But when Ulta does their 21 Days of Beauty, it's 50% off, ladies. So always, always watch for that sale because they have good products. And it's not like each day they only have one product on sale. They'll pick like 10 different products. And that's when you stock up. If it's your favorite foundation, if it's your favorite brow product and moisturizer, skincare, brushes. I ordered the Morphe Ariel brush set, normally $98 for $49. So excited about that. There were eyeshadow palettes, there were Nabla palettes, there were Lorac palettes. I mean, there were just so many things that I sort of went crazy. So, and I'm still ordering them, as I said, because the sale's still on right now. So I'm still buying some of the stuff. That's my first way. Watch for sales at Ulta. Watch for sales at Sephora. Watch for sales. I mean, even at your drugstore and stuff like that. Last Christmas, right after Christmas, Ulta, and I found it online. They did have them in the store too. They had the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette on sale and the Robin Eisenberg palette on sale, half off. I had wanted to get the Wild West palette before, but it's like, oh, they're colors that I wouldn't use all the time. So I didn't want to spend $49 or $50 for it. But when it went half off, got it. So when you go into Ulta, if you're just going in to get things, I always look around, go up and down all the aisles and see if any of the brands have items that are 50% off. I go through their app all the time and look for products that are half off. Look at their sale things. That's the first thing, is always check your sales. And that's a basic thing that everyone should know and do. But some sales are better than others. And look, because it may not be the latest product that's out that's on sale. It may be something that they've had a while. But if you wanted it and you didn't want to spend $50 on it, you can get it now for $25. So I think that's a good deal if it's something that you always wanted and you didn't want to spend a lot of money on. One of my favorite ways is BoxyCharm. And I've talked about this before. And BoxyCharm has upped their game in the last, I would say, 6 months. I get the base box, and then I get the Luxe box every quarter. With the base box, you get 5 products, and it's like $29. The Luxe box, you get 8 full-size products, for, I think it's $49 or $59. It evens out to about $6 to $7 per product. And I'm going to show you some of the products that I've gotten on BoxyCharm real quickly. I didn't bring one of them up. My first Natasha Denona full-size, like the medium palette that I got, was in BoxyCharm. I've gotten several of the smaller ones on BoxyCharm. I got this Natasha Denona cheek palette. It's the Cupid cheek palette. I got that on BoxyCharm. I got Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I just used this in one of my recent videos that I did. This face palette I got. I got Anastasia Beverly Hills full-size foundation. BoxyCharm products are full-size products. Full-size Huda Beauty, their sugar cookie, easy bake, loose baking and setting powder. Love that. Iconic London. I am falling in love with this brand. I cannot tell you how much. I got my first bronzer from them off of BoxyCharm. Loved it. I just recently got a highlighter palette. And actually, I didn't put a highlighter on today, so maybe I will. I got a Tarte, I think it's Under the Sea or something sea. Their cream blush. And I love cream blushes, so sorry about that. I'm not supposed to be using my hand. I got this cream blush, which I love. Ofra is known for their highlighters. Excuse me. I got this huge jumbo Ofra palette with all of these different like bronzers and highlighters in it. Love that so much. I got my first Violet Voss palette from BoxyCharm. This is their taupe notch, and I love neutrals, so I was so excited to get this one here. It's got a bunch of cool and some warm and some neutral colors in it, but they don't just have eyeshadow palettes and everything. I showed you the foundations. I got a Patrick Ta lip gloss. I've got a Lawless lip gloss. But one thing that I was so excited about, I just got my Luxe box probably a week ago. I got my very first Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette off of BoxyCharm. So when I divide this out, I got this beautiful. This is their Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palette in Nude Allure. It averaged out to about $8. I got a Fenty Skin kit that has a treatment in it and a little, looks like a loofah for applying to your skin to give you a nice glowy skin. I got this beautiful, should not be doing that, I'm sorry. I can get this open one-handed, which I may not be able to. I did earlier. Iconic London. This is a multi-use lip and cheek palette. I am so excited to try this. These are cream products that you can use on your lips or cheeks. It had a KVD eyeliner pencil. This is not their liquid one. This is, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Their pencil. Well, I don't really have an arm that I can use it on. Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. I don't have an empty arm that my working arm can do it on because I have a cast on it. But those are just some of the products that you can get off of BoxyCharm, and I love it. You get to customize your BoxyCharm box. You get to pick certain ones out of it. And just recently, BoxyCharm and Ipsy joined forces. Now, Ipsy I never was into too much because they were more like luxury trial sizes, so they weren't necessarily full size. With them joining with BoxyCharm, they are now full-size products that you get. And you get to customize probably 2/3 of your box that comes. And that's what I like on BoxyCharm. You get to pick, okay, out of my 8 items, I want this many of them. and you get to pick them. And then the other ones are random that they pick for you. So I was so excited. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I get to pick a Pat McGrath palette. Click, click. So I picked some of them. When you only get the 5, I think you get to pick 2 or 3 out of them, but then the other 2 are random. But they're still great high-end products for you to get. So that is one of my favorite ways to get. One of the other ways is shopping places like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. TJ Maxx and Marshalls carry high-end luxury products. You have to take the time to look through, and I loved it. To me, it's a game and it's an adventure to try to find products. This is one of my favorite products that I have gotten from them. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and you can see I've hit pan on it. And I bought this at full price, and I loved it. And I paid the $49 or whatever it was, and I wanted to buy another one. And I happened to be in Marshall's, and I saw it. I bought 2 because they were $15 or $20. I bought one for myself and one for my daughter. Love this. I mean, I bought 2 for the price of one. One of the other palettes that they had there was this one from Urban Decay, the green palette. This is not something I'm going to wear all the time, but at my Marshalls, I think I got it for $12. So it was worth it to me. I've gotten things like a MAC highlighter and brush for $10. You can't beat that. Too Faced lipstick for $7. This was $7. Love it. Yes, you have to look around. And every time you go, you're not going to find stuff. They don't always get stuff in. You can look online at marshalls.com or tjmaxx.com and see what they have as well. Another place is Burlington Coat Factory. If you have one, we do have one here in Michigan. They carry some luxury products too in their cosmetic area. Now, the last 2 places that I'm going to tell you about are probably places that you would not think to look for makeup. And the first place is not someplace that it's very random, but I still look. I go to resale shops. I love shopping clothes resale. I have a favorite resale shop called Clothes Mentor, where they're a chain that's all around the United States, and they have very, very high standards. They carry things like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and things like that, and they are all authenticated. Everyone there is trained so they can tell a fake. So everything is new. They will carry cosmetics if they come in brand new, never used. And they keep them in a case so people can't use them at all. I recently purchased the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. I wanted this for so long. And I kept thinking, oh, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it that often, but I wanted it. And I paid $9 for it. Violet Voss. Again, Violet Voss palettes are, I think, $39, $8.99. Brand new, still had the box, the wrapper, everything. Never used. They don't carry things like this all the time. It just depends. Somebody maybe got it as a gift. They opened it up and they're like, yeah, I'm never going to use it. Stuck it back in the box and put it away and never used it. So they end up bringing it to a resale shop. But it's brand new, never been used. I can't tell you how many times people have, you get gifts where you regift them all the time. But instead, people will take them to resale shops. You've got to watch. You've got to make sure that it's brand new. The other place that I buy eyeshadow palettes and things like that and blush palettes is eBay. And I know that sounds strange, but eBay has changed over the last several years. And now they actually have their own authentication department. So if someone's trying to sell like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or even makeup, they authenticate it and make sure, and they check out their sellers. I always buy products that say brand new in box. If it's not, you can send a message and say, has this been used? And they'll tell you. If you want to take a chance, far be it for me to say no. I wouldn't. I mean, yes, there's ways to sterilize them because I have eyeshadow palettes that I decide I don't want, and I give them to friends and family all the time, and I sterilize them all with alcohol. I spray them with a light mist alcohol and sterilize them. I buy things from there that say brand new, never used. One of the things that I just recently got was this from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I don't know if you can see, it's nice and glittery. This is an actual box. This is gold, and I'm sorry, it's probably coming up real glittery. Inside of it, it has 2 full-size eyeshadow palettes. Let me see if I can get this out with one hand. Full-size Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. In the top drawer. In the bottom drawer, it has a full-size Soft Glam palette. These are both products that I saw at Ulta, and my birthday was in January, and I went up there, and I had a 15% off or something. I got some kind of birthday coupon, and I was looking around. I'm like, what do I want to get? What do I want to get? And I was looking at both of those eyeshadow palettes, and I'm still like, oh, they're like $50 a piece, 15%. Yeah, it's okay, but do I really want to spend that much? So I didn't. I spent $39 on this on eBay, brand new in the box, never used. And I got 2 $50 palettes. Some of the other palettes that I've gotten off of eBay, this Huda Beauty Desert Dusk, Huda Beauty Rose Gold, Huda Beauty Nude palette. I have gotten so many eyeshadow palettes, and that's one of my favorite things that I'd love to get, because those are things that people will either buy or get as a gift, and they're like, they're not going to use it, and they put it away. I haven't bought things like foundations and things like that. Blushes, I have bought things like lipstick. There's a reseller on eBay that sells my favorite brand. I don't know if she's still even on there now because they're hard to get. Lipstick Queen. And I've said that before. They're one of my favorite lipsticks. They used to be sold on QVC. I used to get them on QVC. And I love her products. But this is a reseller, and she has them. And you can tell they're all brand new in the box and lined up. And she's got so many of each color. So it's not like she just had them on her own. And okay, here, I'm going to give you a used lipstick. No, you can go on there and look, and it'll say, I have 10 of these left, so many of this. And I don't know how she bought them, whatever, but they're brand new. So I've bought things like that on eBay. These are fun ways to me that you can buy luxury products for great prices. There are always really cool, ingenious ways to find products on sale. And there are even do swaps with your friends. This is something I was thinking of doing, is having like a beauty swap with some of my friends that I know buy luxury products, and maybe they bought it and they're like, yeah, I don't really use this. I changed my mind. I give so many products away. I will buy products and I'll try them on, and I'm like, doesn't quite look right with my skin tone. Eyeshadow palettes, I have bought several of them, and I've said this before. I have a group of friends. We go up to our timeshare in the fall, and I take a big bag or box full of stuff, and I give it out. I love doing that. It's like, I'm either not going to use it. Yes, I probably could have taken it, but I couldn't take it to the resale shop because I've tried it once. I've used it once or twice, and I'm like, no, it's not going to work for me. I will sterilize it, and I will pass it on to friends or family. So, I mean, that's not always going to happen where somebody's going to give you something like that, but you can do a swap with your friends. Like, I've got this, and I bought it, and it's too dark for me. This color, this eyeshadow, I don't like it. Oh, it's perfect color for you. Swap. There are fun, ingenious ways, and always look when you're shopping. Go to different places and always look through the stores. They have secret little spots where they just have clearance stuff and everything. Get it. You can find things clearance at TJ Maxx and Marshalls that they're great price as it is. They're 50, 60% off, but then they have a clearance section, and say they've sat there for a month and nobody's bought them, they mark them down even more. So you're going to save even more money. So I hope that you have found this entertaining and informative, and I hope it's given you some ideas on where you can get good pricing. But there's always ways to shop smart, ladies. Everything out there nowadays costs so much. I mean, we're paying a lot more in the last year and a half for our groceries than we have in a long time. So your grocery bill's not going as far. So to me, that cuts into my luxury spending bill. So I've got to be smart on how I spend my money on my cosmetics and all of the things that I have here. I have to be smart on how I spend my money. So these to me are ways that you can. So I hope you found this informative. I hope that you've learned something from it. I hope that if you have ideas that you found to get good deals, share them with me. Put it down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Or if you've tried any of these ways and if you've had good experiences, let me know on that as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that while you're here today, you will consider subscribing to my channel, ring the notification bell, and give it a big thumbs up. And tell your friends about it. I love doing this. I'm trying to grow my channel. It's very hard at the beginning before you get a following. So I do hope that you will go out, tell your friends about it. I love doing it. I'm not giving up yet. So don't give up on me. I do hope you'll keep joining me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, blessed day.